Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. For today, I'm going to be making this really simple, adorable wintertime card. I'm not going to call it a Christmas card or like a holiday card. I feel like it's more focused around winter than the actual holidays, but it's so simple and so easy to do. So when I decided that I wanted to make a card centered around the Feels Like Frost Designer Series paper, because hello, have you seen this? It's absolutely gorgeous. I just knew that I wanted to do a very simple card because I really wanted the images to be the focal point of this. This is another version that I created, and I'll be making it the exact same way that I'm going to do, that I'm going to show you guys how to do with the one that we're going to be making today. Exact same process. I just used a different Designer Series paper and then a different color cardstock that coordinated. But it's really easy to do. I'm sorry if you can hear crazy dogs. They're like playing by my camera, playing in the entryway of my room. They're going crazy. Anyway, it's so simple to do. And like I said, I really wanted to use this Designer Series paper and have this as a focal point. And I feel like these cards just look stunning and are so simple to do. Before we get into actually creating the project for today, I wanted to talk about what today's giveaway is. So today has another giveaway. Today is day 6, I think. I'm pretty sure today is day 6 of my 12 days of Christmas, which means we're halfway through, and like I said, time for another giveaway. So because I was so obsessed with this Designer Series paper, I thought, why not give away a couple of my paper shares that I have up on my website to a couple people. So there are actually going to be 2 winners for today's giveaway. And like I said, you're going to get 2 of my paper shares. And what that includes is it's a 6x6 piece of every paper from the annual catalog, which includes the like actual color paper stacks. So I believe, if I remember correctly, there are 20 sheets in each of these. So these are just the different color collections. So every piece of Designer Series paper in the annual catalog, every piece of the color collections is what I call them. The color collection 6x6 paper packs, 6x6 of every sheet from the holiday catalog, and then I may or may not be throwing in a little sneaky from our upcoming mini catalog, which is live as of the 1st of the year. So this is a super awesome giveaway, just to show you guys. So like I said, there will be 2 winners. So this stack right here is the paper. I haven't finished putting them together, but this right here is the stack that I've done so far, and this is for 2 people. This just kind of shows you. And like I said, I still have, I want to say 3 or 4 collections still to cut up and to bag. So this is an awesome giveaway. It's probably my favorite, I think, because you guys know I'm like a paper junkie. Just to give you a little bit more information, if you were to go and purchase this on my website, it would be over $55, and it's actually over 180 sheets of paper. So it's a super awesome deal. Like my other giveaways that I've done so far with my 12 days of Christmas, all you have to do to enter is click on the link in the description box below for the coordinating blog post, and then from there it'll take you to where you can actually enter the giveaway. So make sure you guys go. This, like I said, is probably one of my favorites. Each pack, like collection of paper comes individually wrapped in these little cello bags, so you have all of the collections together. There will be little labels on them. Like I said, I just haven't gotten to putting everything together yet, but by the time I actually choose a winner, everything will be good to go, and then I'll just ship them right out to you. So again, if you want to enter that giveaway, which why wouldn't you? Because like I'm saying, this paper is absolutely amazing. Even just this one pack is phenomenal. It's so gorgeous. So again, just click the link in the description box below, and it'll tell you all about how you can go ahead and enter that. So moving on with today's video though, let's talk about what we need to create this card. So we are going to be using the Itty Bitty Greetings stamp set, and we're going to be using this little tiny stamp right here that says "'Tis the Season." As with a lot of the other cards that I've been making, I've been primarily... Is there a dog? Mama, stop, scratch. Sorry about that. My dog was sitting right in between the legs of my tripod and itching herself or something, and it was shaking the tripod. Anyway, as with most of the cards that or projects I've been creating lately, we're just using kind of these sentiments. And that's primarily to show you that there are some very traditional ways to use a lot of these stamp sets, but you can take just the sentiments and create something amazing. So this one is all sentiments, obviously, and we're just going to be using this "'Tis the Season." My point in saying all of that is if you have another grading that you really want to use for this, you can absolutely use it. The only thing that you may have to change out is the dimension of these pieces here, because they are pretty small because our grading is pretty small. But other than that, you could absolutely swap this out and do tons of different things. So we're going to be using itty bitty greetings. You might notice that this is one of two. There are two stamp sets, or two containers that come in this set. So just be aware, this one we are using the stamp that says "'Tis the Season," which is part of it's included in the first of the two. Then we are going to be doing some embossing. So we have our Versamark ink and our silver embossing powder. And then I also have my heat tool hanging out over here on the side. And then for our paper. So let's start with the cardstock. So this is a piece of Night of Navy, and it's cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Standard size card base. This is again a piece of Night of Navy, and it is cut at 1/2 inch by 2.5 inches. And then for our designer series paper, so this is the same paper. This paper is from the same collection, I should say. On the back side, so one side you have these really beautiful photos, and then on the other side you have white with silver foil. So it's very, very, very pretty paper, regardless of which side you choose. It's so beautiful. So for our larger piece here, this piece is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then for this piece, I'm actually using the back that has the foil on it. And this piece is cut at 3/4 of an inch by 2 5/8 of an inch. And that is all you're going to need. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and start by doing the stamping. So I'm going to take our itty bitty tiny piece of Night of Navy here and our stamp. I'm going to bring in my Versamark. I also have a scratch piece of paper that I like to use when I'm doing embossing, just so that I can collect up all my embossing paste and put it away. So I'm actually going to put this down. And then I also have my embossing buddy here. Because we're using the a dark color with silver, I just find that it's pretty beneficial to wipe off the paper with the embossing buddy and make sure, just a double check that the embossing powder doesn't stick where you don't want it to stick. So I'm going to use my Versamark ink and just ink up our itty bitty little stamp here. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it in the middle. You could stamp it off to one side if you wanted to, or you know, do something creative. I'm just going to do it right in the middle because that's what I did in the sample and where I kind of like it. Next, we're going to take our embossing powder, and I'm just going to sprinkle this on here and then tap, 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 tap it off. And then as I like to flip it over and then just give it a little flick, and that gets really any of the stray embossing powder off. I'm going to set that to the side just a second, and then I'm going to pick up my piece of paper here and put it all back into my container. Cap this off and put it off to the side, or I will knock it over. Then all I'm going to do is take my, actually I need to put my cap back on my ink pad because I don't want that to get dry. I'm just going to take my embossing tool, my heat tool. I'm going to just use a pair of tweezers to kind of hold it down so I don't burn my fingers, and it's only going to take a couple seconds to heat set this. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and now we are all done. So now it's literally just as simple as putting this card together. So what we are going to do is I'm going to take our smaller piece of designer series paper. I'm going to flip over the little piece that we just embossed on, and I'm going to put some snail on it. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the two pieces perfectly on the right hand side. Just like that. So you'll see that it has a little bit of a frame on all of the sides except for the right hand side. I just liked the look of that. You can center it on this piece if you want to. It's totally okay. I just really like the way that this looks. So now I'm going to flip this over, grab a couple dimensionals, that. And then we're going to get our larger piece of designer series paper, and I'm going to put this pretty low on the card. I actually think I'm going to do it even a little bit lower. Just about there. Sometimes you have to push off a little bit of the embossing buddy. So there's that. Then I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to bring in my card base, and I'm just going to put some more snail on the back of this designer series paper here, and then put it down on my card base. Now this one can get a little tricky because our edge around the designer series paper is pretty thin. Like I said, I was obsessed with this designer series paper, so I really, really, really wanted to showcase it. So just be a little more careful when you're lining up your paper when you're putting it down. But other than that, that's pretty much the most difficult part about this card, is just the alignment and getting it nice and straight on there. So then all we're gonna do is fold this down, and that is our card for today, guys. So again, to just kind of show you the other variation that I did, there are a ton of different beautiful images in this pack, so you could use the same design and do a ton of different things. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, don't forget to go and enter that giveaway. It's a pretty awesome one for today, so you definitely don't want to miss out on that. And that's just visiting the coordinating blog post, which is the first link in the description box below. If you're interested in purchasing any of these products, you can do that anytime, 24/7, just by going to littlemooncreation.stampinup.net. Or you can go to littlemooncreation.com and find everything you need there. So I hope you guys are wow, that didn't even make sense. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in tomorrow's video for day number 7.